Good afternoon, happy Friday. Another lesson today, lunch and learn with me for a quick 10 to 15 minutes. Oils to support our children who are back at school this week. Some are still online at home, some are back at physical school. But I think next month onwards, most of our children will be back at school physically. So many a times I get queries from parents who ask me, do you have any oils to help with focus, to help my child remember better, to help my child stay on task without getting distracted by what's going on around them? And of course, this is quite a common challenge that any parent would attest to, including me. My boys are teenagers, and even then, getting tasks done in a timely manner, staying alert when doing homework can be very challenging, and it is common. So in today's quick bit, I want to share some of my favorite oils I have used for the past 8 years and counting to support not just my children to complete their homework, to do revision, to just study and of course revise for exams. It's also very useful for us as adults when we have a lot of work on our plate as well, right? It also supports children and adult alike, just that you may choose oils that you like. There's always a selection of oils, okay? So you don't have to worry about just choosing one oil. You can mix and match, try and play around and see what works for you, because we are all unique. We respond differently to different oils, but these are the basic ones that usually do not go wrong. Okay, so the first thing, of course, when we want to stay on task and get our work done effectively and efficiently, is to reduce distractions that are around us. So for children, it will be having them in a room that is quiet with no television on, removing gadgets so that they are not tempted to reach out and check and play or whatever that goes on, right? Number 2 is to create a very conducive atmosphere for them to be able to get work done. So for that, we use essential oils. And my favorite first essential oil I always love to use because of its high menthol concentration is doTERRA peppermint essential oil. Now, when you look at essential oil, like I always remind you in every session, the industry of essential oil is not regulated by anyone. So it is up to you as a consumer to get knowledge, to do your own research before you start using essential oils. Only the purest ones that have been proven to be pure and potent will help you derive these benefits that you want for your family. When you buy essential oils like from doTERRA, can get them directly from a trusted friend or from me, or even get your own account, which is even better because doTERRA ships directly to your doorstep. You can look at the base of the bottle. There will be a 7-digit batch number there. So this 7-digit batch number for single oils, you go to www.sourcedew.com and you can key in that batch number there to get the certificate of analysis. It's called a GCMS test, right? So you know for a fact, and you have the assurance that the bottle you're holding is absolutely pure. It's not adulterated with any other oils that are not pure, synthetics, or just added liquids to make up that volume. Very, very important. And we also know for a fact that doTERRA oils are very concentrated. Just with 1 drop, when you use, it's equivalent to 20 over cups of peppermint tea itself, right, for doTERRA peppermint. So the easiest way to support focus retention, to also clear the mind, is to use an ultrasonic diffuser. Okay, this is my pebble diffuser. It comes usually banded in all the starter kits because diffusing is the easiest way to derive the benefit. We all need to breathe, right? So you just need to fill up the required water, which is about 100 ml or so only. For a standard size room, usually it's just 2 to 4 drops of essential oil that you need, and you can close it. And the settings here are 2, 5 and 10 hour. because we use the 10-hour one sometimes when they are at home for a long period, online classes, or you may also use the 10-hour setting for nighttime when you're going to bed, you're in deep restful sleep, especially for your children, right? So you can use that, switch it on, and then it just goes to work, right? Peppermint number 1. doTERRA peppermint, a bottle like this is 133 ringgit for 15 ml, which has 250 drops. Okay, so you just use 2 to 4 drops for diffusion. Second oil that I love to use is rosemary. Lots of studies linking peppermint and rosemary to cognitive function, right? So the oils, being small in molecular size, being volatile that they are, when you open them up, they go directly into your brain, to the limbic system, parts of the brain that they control your emotions, your response, your memory, your stress, okay, bringing it back to balance. That's all it does in a very safe, effective and natural way. So rosemary is beautiful, all right? And of course, for those of you who are also recovering from whatever threats there are in the current season, you may be feeling very tired, mentally very tired, out of focus, not able to remember or recall much information. These oils you can also use proactively to support brain health, right? The third one is wild orange. This is a citrus happy oil. I personally love wild orange and peppermint combination. So wild orange is the oil of joy, abundance. It supports anxious feelings as well. So you may want to use this. It's beautiful. Wild orange is only 61 ringgit for 250 drops. It's a lot of drops there. And the final one that I like is also lemon essential oil. It supports focus. It cleanses the air, and at the same time giving them a little bit of alertness and also helping them to be in a positive mood. So these oils, if you would like to combine and diffuse them in your diffuser, any ultrasonic diffuser would do, but I would always recommend a doTERRA diffuser, because my diffuser, when I started 8 years ago, it's a Petal 1.0. It's still working until today, and I think it's really great value for money, looking at it lasting for almost 8 years, right? I don't know how many gadgets we buy these days last for 8 years, frankly. Right, so if you want to combine it in the diffuser, you may want to go with wild orange and peppermint. This is a really nice combination that I personally love. Or you may want to go with lemon and peppermint, 2 drops each. Right, or you may want to try rosemary and peppermint. Also very nice. It's really up to you. What you can do is, before you mix them, you can just open them up individually like this and swirl them in front of your nose to see whether they smell good together. If they do, then you combine. If they don't combine. All right, so diffusing is very easy. The second way to use before your child goes to school, they're not online at home, is to apply it very quickly, less than 1 minute job, right? So I'm going to use oils like peppermint. You can also use rosemary if you want. We do a very quick scalp massage for them. Right, so I've shown this before, but I'll just do this again for you. Okay, 1 drop or 2 drops, and opposite hand, all the fingertips, just dip into that drop of oil. See, you can't really see, but it's there, and then you make sure all your 10 fingertips touch together, and you can start at the beginning of your scalp, of your child's scalp. You can do it on your own also for yourself, yeah, and slowly move backwards. As you do this, and you can go outside and right to the base of your skull here. This is the nearest actually to your brain, so you may want to just massage it in. And once that's done, you can already, right now I can already feel that cooling minty sensation on my scalp. Allow them to inhale and exhale from whatever that's left on your palm before they go out and before you put the mask on. Yeah, please do this. Inhale and exhale for 1 minute, so they don't fall asleep in the car as well, yeah? And then whatever that's left there, still can use, huh? Okay, you get your fractionated coconut oil. We always use a carrier oil when we're applying it on the skin. And you can just gently apply it at the throat and the chest area, okay, or the base. So this will help open up the airways. When you're using peppermint, when you're using rosemary, rosemary also helps with protecting the lungs, we call it, to support healthy lung function, especially for the current season that we are in. Another quick tip I wanted to share with you is if you want to infuse the essential oil into your mask that your children are wearing to school, because it's long periods at school. With the mask on, it can get very difficult to breathe. It gets very hot, it gets very stuffy, it gets very uncomfortable. I know what that's like. So my son has a lot of issues with that as well. So you may want to get peppermint or easy air, which I'm not talking about today because that's for clear breathing. Put 1 or 2 drops in a cotton ball and tie it together with all your face masks. So what happens is the essential oil will infuse into that packet of face masks. So as they put on a fresh one, you find that they can breathe a little better for a period of time. Right? Now the scalp massage that I showed earlier, I do not recommend to use lemon and wild orange because this one is sun sensitive, and your kids are going to school, they will be exposed to the sun eventually in school. So do not use this at exposed parts of the skin that is going to be exposed to the sun. So you may want to use just oils like peppermint and rosemary if you're going to do a scalp massage, or you're going to apply it at any of the areas that's going to be exposed to the sun. Right? So this is my quick bit today on how you can use doTERRA oils to support focus, to support retention, to stop them from dilly-dallying, to be distracted, and to have clear mind, to keep them alert and to stay on track, especially when it comes to doing boring work like homework, revision, and preparing for exams. Right? So I hope to see you again next week with another session. And for those members in my team, please remember that this Sunday we are having a DIY perfume session. Right? Please remember to come in for that session as well, so we can make our own personalized perfume with the oils that we have, and we need not purchase perfumes outside that we know sometimes have a lot of nasty ingredients. Those are synthetic fragrances, and these will be safe for you to use on yourself, to use on your young teenagers or even young adults, instead of having to purchase one with synthetics. And that will be a great fun session to come into this Sunday at 2 p.m. Only valid for members in my team. So I'll see you on Sunday. And for the rest of you, if you're keen to know more about the oils and how you can use them for yourself, there are really great packages this month, value for money kits, as low as 660 ringgit with the diffuser and all. Right? Please connect with me for more information on that as well. I'll see you again next week. Bye.